Sometimes we don't need more advice. We need reminders of who we are, of what we're capable of the quiet strength that lives beneath the surface. This video is not just a collection of quotes. It's a journey through wisdom, through resilience, through becoming. From the minds of great thinkers, creators, and leaders, you'll find timeless truths that echo through generations. Let each quote speak to a different part of you, the part that's tired, the part that's rising, the part that knows it's time to start again. So breathe, get quiet, and let these words find you exactly where you are. 1. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. We all enter this world with a blank slate, yet somewhere deep inside, there's a quiet calling, a purpose that waits to be remembered. Life often distracts us with noise, but when you discover your why, your life transforms from existence into meaning. Purpose gives your pain a context. Your challenges become stepping stones, not setbacks. Don't just chase success. Chase clarity. Ask yourself, what lights me up, even when no one's watching? That may be your answer. 2. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. Too many people live lives curated by others, family expectations, societal norms, social media influence. But you weren't born to blend in. You were born to live truthfully. The most precious resource you have isn't money or talent, it's time. Protect it. Live in alignment with your truth. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your authentic self. 3. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Maya Angelou. Forget the numbers. Forget the applause. Real success begins with inner harmony. Are you proud of the way you show up in the world? Do you enjoy your work, your words, your way? When you find alignment between values and action, life flows. That's the kind of success worth pursuing, one that nourishes you from the inside out. 4. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, and go do it. Howard Thurman. What the world truly needs is people who are alive, passionate, driven, inspired. When you come alive doing what you love, your energy becomes contagious. Your aliveness is your purpose. Stop asking for permission. Follow what stirs your soul. It's not selfish. It's sacred. 5. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde. We spend too much energy trying to fit in, edit ourselves, and mold to expectation. But the most powerful thing you can do is to be unapologetically you. Authenticity is magnetic. It draws the right people, the right opportunities, and the right path. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Be bold in your becoming. 6. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving them. Zig Ziglar. It's not about the destination. It's about who you become on the way there. Goals are just tools. The real growth happens in the process, in the discipline, the setbacks, the small victories. Value the journey. Reflect on the transformation, not just the outcome. Every goal is a mirror, showing you your strength, your values, your evolution. 7. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. Life is full of pain, but pain with purpose becomes power. When you know your why, you can endure more than you ever thought possible. Your why grounds you. In failure, in uncertainty, in loss, it becomes your anchor. Find it, nurture it, let it carry you when nothing else can. 8. You must be the change you wish to see in the world, Mahatma Gandhi. Waiting for the world to shift is a trap. True change begins within. If you want kindness, be kind. If you want truth, live it. You have more influence than you realize. Be the embodiment of the world you hope for. The ripple begins with you. 9. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. Stop waiting. Stop hoping something magical will happen. Your future isn't written, it's built. One decision at a time. You're the author of your next chapter. If you want something different, start acting differently. The future is not fate. It's a byproduct of your present focus. 10. Clarity precedes success. Robin Sharma. You can't hit a target you can't see. So many people chase goals that don't even belong to them. Vague dreams, half-buried ambition. Sit in stillness. Reflect. Define success on your terms. Because once you have clarity, action becomes inevitable. Without it, you're just busy, not progressing. 11. If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs. Tony Gaskins. There's nothing wrong with helping others, but don't forget to build your own foundation too. Don't get so caught up in someone else's vision that you lose your own. Your dreams matter. Carve out time for them. Honor them. Build them even slowly. 12. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. George Adair. Fear is a gatekeeper. It stands between you and your fullest potential, not to stop you, but to test your willingness. The truth is, most of what we fear is imagined. On the other side of that fear is growth, freedom, and clarity. Walk through it, trembling if you must. 13. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Arthur Ashe. You don't need more time. You don't need to be more ready. What you need is to begin. Start small. Be messy. But begin. Progress doesn't come from perfection. It comes from movement. 14. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Henry David Thoreau. Don't chase success, chase service. Chase contribution. When you become obsessed with creating value, success finds you. Lose yourself in the work that matters, and the recognition will come naturally. 15. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Doubt is a thief. It steals action. It clouds vision. But remember, your potential is not determined by your fear. It's determined by your belief. Believe boldly. Act courageously. What you nurture today creates your tomorrow. 16. Dream big. Start small. But most of all, start. Simon Sinek. People dream endlessly, but few dare to start. It's easy to stay in planning, to wait for perfect conditions, but magic happens when you start, even imperfectly. Momentum beats perfection every time. 17. Your purpose is not the thing you do. It's the thing that happens in others when you do what you do. Jaya John. Purpose isn't just personal. It's relational. It's how your gifts touch others, how your presence ripples out into the world. Ask not only what you love, but what awakens something beautiful in others when you show up as you. 18. Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso. Thinking, planning, dreaming, they matter. But action is what makes ideas real. Don't wait to feel ready. Ready is a myth. Action creates clarity. Action creates energy. Action creates momentum. 19. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. You are not made to follow. You are made to create. Don't fear being different. Fear being forgettable. Forge your own way. And in doing so, you give others the courage to do the same. 20. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. Albert Schweitzer. So many chase success to find happiness, but it's backwards. Start with joy. Start with peace. Start with being whole. When you're happy, you show up better. You think clearer. You create more freely. Let happiness be your foundation, not your reward. 21. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Mary and Radmacher. Courage isn't always dramatic. It's not always public. Often, it's quiet. It's private. It's the choice to keep going when no one's watching, when no one's cheering. Sometimes courage is brushing your teeth after crying all night. Sometimes it's sending one more job application after a dozen rejections. Sometimes it's just getting up. That's courage. Unseen but unshakable. 22. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Don't rest too long on your wins. And don't stay too long in your losses. Neither defines you. The key is to keep moving. Keep trying. Keep becoming. Success fades. Failure heals. But persistence, that's eternal. 23. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Margaret Thatcher. Healing takes time. Change takes time. Don't mistake repetition for failure. Some lessons revisit us not because we're weak, but because we're growing stronger with each return. Resilience is showing up again and again, especially when it's hard, especially when you've already tried. 24. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. C.S. Lewis. Your struggle isn't proof you're unworthy, it's preparation. Diamonds are made under pressure. Trees grow stronger in storms. And humans, we shine brightest after we break. Trust the process. Your pain is not in vain. 25. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. Problems aren't always blocks, they're bridges. Hidden within every challenge is an invitation. To grow, to evolve, to rise. Don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? 26. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. Before you start, it feels too big, too far, too much. But every mountain climbed once looked impossible. Every record broken, every injustice overcome, once seemed unthinkable. Start anyway. Your courage will carry you where doubt never could. 27. A ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. John A. Shedd. Comfort zones feel safe, but you weren't built to stay docked. You were built to sail, even through storms. You'll never know your strength until you leave the shore. Risk, uncertainty, exposure, that's where growth lives. 28. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb. Resilience isn't about never falling. It's about refusing to stay down. Life will test you. That's a promise. But what defines you is not the fall, it's the comeback. Stand up, even shaky, even slow, again and again and again. 29. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. Robert F. Kennedy. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. To do great things, you must risk failing at great things. Playing it safe never changed the world. Dare boldly, even if you fall, especially if you fall. 30. Adversity introduces a man to himself. Albert Einstein. We don't know who we are in the easy times. We discover our true character when things fall apart. Who are you when everything is uncertain? When the plan breaks? When you feel alone? That's the real you. And that you is stronger than you think. 31. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. J.K. Rowling. Sometimes it's only when we hit the bottom that we finally look inward, finally question everything, finally let go of the false. And from that place, stripped, humbled, raw, we begin again. Stronger, clearer, truer. Rock bottom isn't the end. It's a clean slate. 32. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Bruce Lee. Ease doesn't build character. Struggle does. Wish not for fewer problems, but for more strength, more clarity, more peace in the storm. You are capable of so much more than you imagine. 33. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Your past does not define you. Your future does not scare you. Because inside you, beyond the doubt, beyond the fear, is power, presence, potential. Tap into it. It's been there all along. 34. Life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger, unknown. We often wait for the world to soften, for things to get better. But growth comes not when life eases, but when we rise. You've already survived things you once thought would break you. You didn't get weaker. You evolved. 35. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Haruki Murakami. Life will hurt. That's certain. But suffering, the meaning we give pain, is our choice. We can resist, resent, deny. Or we can breathe, accept, and transform it. Suffering ends when we surrender the fight against reality. 36. Scars remind us where we've been. They don't have to dictate where we're going. David Rossi. You are not your wounds. You are the one who survived them. Let your scars be proof of your strength, not limits to your becoming. They're maps of your resilience, not cages for your future. 37. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived. Robert Jordan. Flexibility is strength. Rigidity breaks. In life, it's not always about fighting. Sometimes it's about adapting, flowing, letting go, bend so you don't break. And no, resilience often looks like surrender, not resistance. 38. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Bob Marley. Strength doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it awakens in crisis. You'll surprise yourself. The moment you're forced to rise, something in you will, because it always could. You just didn't know yet. 39. If you're going through hell, keep going. Winston Churchill. Don't stop in the storm. Don't build a home in the fire. Keep moving, even if it's slow, even if it's messy. Forward is forward, and every step takes you closer to the light. 40. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars, Khalil Gibran. You've suffered, not as punishment, but as preparation. The deepest empathy, the greatest wisdom, the strongest peace, they all come from people who have known pain intimately. Wear your scars not as shame, but as sacred symbols of survival. 41. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. Greatness doesn't come from random acts of brilliance. It's built on consistency. You don't become disciplined by reading about discipline, but by choosing to repeat small, meaningful actions daily. Want success? Focus on your patterns, because your habits quietly sculpt your future. 42. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Abraham Lincoln. Temptation whispers. Instant gratification feels good now, but discipline reminds you of the long game. What you want most is on the other side of discomfort. And every time you choose the harder yes, you build a stronger you. 43. Small daily improvements are the key to staggering long-term results. James Clear. Don't underestimate small efforts. 1% better every day compounds. Show up. Improve the tiniest thing. Over time, those micro wins become massive shifts. Progress isn't always visible, but it's always building. 44. Motivation gets you started. Habit keeps you going. Jim Ryan. Don't rely on bursts of energy. Instead, design systems that carry you even when motivation fades. Make it easy to begin. Make it hard to quit. Discipline is sustainable when it's embedded in routine. 45. Do one thing every day that scares you. Eleanor Roosevelt. Growth begins at the edge of comfort. Fear is a compass pointing to expansion. You don't need to leap, but take one small step daily toward the unknown. That's how you stretch your limits. 46. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Jim Rohn. It's not luck, not talent. It's discipline repeated. Wake up early. Read. Journal. Reflect. Move your body. Set boundaries. Repeat. The basics done consistently are what separate growth from stagnation. 47. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. James Clear. Setting goals is easy. Following through, that's where systems come in. Design your environment. Build accountability. Track habits. Don't rely on willpower, rely on structure. Your systems make success inevitable. 48. There is no finish line. Nike. Growth is not a race, and there's no final destination. Becoming isn't something you complete, it's something you commit to. Every day. Forever. Celebrate milestones, yes, but stay in motion. Always. 49. The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. Mike Murdoch. Look at your day. What you repeatedly do, how you spend your time, that's your trajectory. Want a better future? Don't fantasize. Just redesign your day. 50. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Benjamin Franklin. Never stop learning. Read. Listen. Reflect. The world keeps evolving, and so should you. You don't need all the answers, just the curiosity to seek better questions. 51. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. African proverb. Growth is not a solo game. You need community, mentors, accountability. Surround yourself with people who elevate you, not enable your excuses. You'll grow faster when you grow with others. 52. The best way to learn is to do. Paul Holmos. You can study, research, plan, but nothing teaches like action. Get in the game. Get messy. Let experience teach what books never could. Real growth happens in motion. 53. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Jim Rohn. Life won't slow down for your comfort, so build strength instead of excuses. Every challenge is an opportunity to rise. Don't resent the hard, respect it. 54. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. Fear of failure keeps most people stuck, but the only true failure is inaction. Try, risk, learn. You may miss, or you may soar, but if you don't try, you'll never know. 55. Energy flows where attention goes. Tony Robbins. Where is your focus? If you focus on fear, you'll see reasons to stop. If you focus on progress, you'll find paths forward. Guard your attention. It's your most valuable currency. 56. If something is important, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Ryan Blair. Time is not the issue, priority is. What truly matters gets done. The rest gets postponed indefinitely. Your actions show your real values. Let them be aligned with who you want to become. 57. Success is achieved and maintained by those who try and keep trying. W. Clement Stone. Talent gets you started, but grit gets you results. Keep trying. When it's low, when it's quiet, when it feels like nothing's working, keep going. Breakthroughs often come one attempt after you almost quit. 58. Growth is uncomfortable because you've never been there before. Unknown. Discomfort isn't a signal to retreat. It's a signal to expand. Stretching hurts, but it's how your mind, your spirit, and your courage grow. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. 59. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Muhammad Ali. Don't just wait for the weekend, the break, the reward. Use each day well. Live it with intention. This moment matters. This action matters. Live like you mean it. 60. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. It's not about giant leaps. It's about tiny steps stacked over time. Show up. Do the work. Again and again. That's how legacies are built. 61. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. Your words matter, yes, but your presence matters more. What people remember is how safe, seen, and valued they felt around you. Be intentional with your energy. It leaves a longer mark than anything you say. 62. You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Don't wait. Don't assume there's more time. Speak the compliment. Send the message. Show up. Small acts of kindness create ripple effects you'll never see, but they can change someone's entire day or life. 63. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Friendship isn't found, it's built. It begins with showing up, listening, giving without keeping score. If you want depth in relationships, start by giving what you hope to receive. 64. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of another. Charles Dickens. You don't need to be famous to matter. You don't need millions of followers to have influence. You matter every time you lighten someone's load. Your smallest gesture may be someone else's turning point. 65. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. Simon Sinek. True leadership isn't about control. It's about compassion. It's not about power. It's about service. Lead by lifting others. Influence by inspiring, not intimidating. 66. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Helen Keller. Individual effort matters, but collective power changes everything. If you want to go far, build together. Collaborate. Listen. Empower. Shared vision multiplies impact. 67. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Unknown. Energy speaks louder than words. Who you are, how you move, think, love, attracts similar souls. Want deeper connections? Be real. Be kind. Be whole. The right people will find you. 68. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Jane Goodall. Every action is influence. The question isn't if you make a difference, but what kind. Live deliberately. Influence with heart. Let your life be an echo of what you believe. 69. Be the kind of person you want to meet. Unknown. We often long for support, empathy, love, but forget to embody them. Don't wait for the right people. Become one, and you'll naturally draw the energy you seek. 70. We rise by lifting others. Robert Ingersoll. Helping someone else succeed doesn't take away from your path, it strengthens it. Celebrate others. Encourage them. Your greatness doesn't shrink in the face of someone else's light. It grows with it. 71. Your life is your message to the world. Make it inspiring. Lauren L. Lee. You don't need a microphone to influence. How you love, speak, work, rest, it all tells a story. Let your life be a quiet revolution. Let people feel inspired just by witnessing your alignment. 72. You can't hate people and love God. You can't live in judgment and walk in peace. Bren Brown. Judgment distances. Empathy bridges. If you want peace, within and without, start by softening your view of others. Everyone is doing their best with what they carry, including you. 73. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. Mahatma Gandhi. Words are powerful, but silence is sacred. Speak to heal, not to hurt. Speak to connect, not to dominate. Speak only when your words had meaning. 74. It is not only what we do, but also what we do not do, for which we are accountable. Molly Ray. Sometimes silence is complicity. Sometimes inaction is impact. Your responsibility doesn't end with intention. It begins with action. Choose what you stand for and stand. 75. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind. Always, Ian McLaren. Kindness isn't weakness. It's wisdom. You never know what someone is carrying. Let grace be your default. The world doesn't need more critics. It needs more compassion. 76. True influence is not about raising your voice. It's about raising your presence. Robin Sharma. You don't need to be loud to lead. You don't need to dominate to be heard. Show up fully. Live in alignment. Let the weight of your presence speak louder than any speech. 77. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Martin Luther King Jr.B. Hate hardens hearts. Love softens edges. Connection isn't built through argument, but through understanding. If you want real change, start with love, especially when it's hardest. 78. Don't underestimate the power of connection. One kind word can change someone's entire day. Unknown. We overvalue strategy and undervalue sincerity. Sometimes what someone needs isn't a solution, just a smile, a message, a presence. Be that moment of light. You may never know how much it mattered. 79. What you allow is what will continue unknown. Boundaries are love in action, for yourself and for others. If you want healthier relationships, start by defining what's okay and what's not. You don't have to accept what hurts you to keep the peace. 80. The most powerful person in the room is the one who can remain calm. Unknown. Influence isn't about noise. It's about presence. The one who holds their ground when others react, that's real power. That's the energy people follow. 81. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Pablo Picasso. You are given something rare, a voice, a gift, a way of seeing. Your job isn't just to keep it, it's to share it. Meaning is found not in possession, but in contribution. Don't die with your music still inside you. 82. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi. This moment is precious. Don't waste it on hesitation or regret. Learn, grow, love deeply, and live each day like it's your last, not with fear, but with presence. 83. Your legacy is every life you've touched. Maya Angelou. It's not about statues or headlines. Legacy is personal, quiet, intimate. It's in the people who smile because of you, the hearts softened by your kindness, the lives slightly better because you are there. 84. Don't just live the length of your life. Live the depth of it. Diane Ackerman. It's not how long you live. It's how deeply. Did you feel? Did you risk? Did you tell the truth? Did you love hard and let go when it was time? Depth is where meaning lives. 85. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Vicky Corona. Chase moments, not milestones. Chase wonder. Connection. The goal isn't more years. It's more aliveness inside the years you have. 86. Try not to become a person of success, but rather a person of value. Albert Einstein. Success is fleeting. Value endures. Build something real. Be someone real. What you are will always matter more than what you have. 87. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. Marcus Aurelius. You woke up today. That's enough. Everything from here on is a bonus. Treat your time like a gift, not a guarantee. 88. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, honorable, compassionate. To have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Happiness is beautiful, but purpose sustains you. When you live for something greater than comfort, even your pain has meaning. 89. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we live. Norman Cousins. Don't let dreams die slowly from fear. Don't let joy fade from routine. Don't let curiosity disappear into apathy. Stay awake. Stay alive, not just in body, but in soul. 90. Don't count your days. Make your days count. Muhammad Ali. The clock is ticking for all of us. But urgency isn't about fear. It's about intention. Live like your life matters, because it does. Right now. 91. What you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone, but what is woven into the lives of others. Pericles. You are writing your legacy with every interaction. It won't be your title people remember. It'll be how you made them feel safer, wiser, freer. 92. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Mae West. Life isn't about playing it safe. It's about showing up fully, messy, honest, real. Don't hold back. Don't wait. Live out loud. And let this one wild life be enough. 93. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Winston Churchill. Income sustains. Impact fulfills. The life you make isn't measured in numbers, but in the lives you nourish along the way. 94. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Martin Luther King Jr.B. Speak truth. Live bold. Stand for something. The world doesn't need more silence. It needs more souls willing to rise, even when it's hard. 95. Live simply so that others may simply live. Mother Teresa. Enough is a mindset. Simplicity is freedom. When you need less, you give more. When you live with intention, your life becomes a gift to others. 96. Do not go gentle into that good night. Dylan Thomas. Live fiercely, even when you're tired, even when it hurts. Rage, not in anger, but in devotion to a life fully lived. 97. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Dr. Seuss. Endings are hard, but gratitude transforms grief. You had the moment. You felt the joy, and that is everything. 98. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. Existing is automatic. Living is a choice. Choose wonder. Choose expression. Choose meaning. Every day. 99. As you grow older, you'll discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others. Audrey Hepburn. Balance is beauty. Take care of you. But don't forget your reach. There is someone out there who needs exactly what you've already survived. 100. The goal is not to live forever, but to create something that will. Chuck Palahniuk. Immortality doesn't come through fame. It comes through legacy, through love, through truth, through the ripple you leave in hearts, not headlines. Let your life echo long after you're gone. 100 quotes, 100 reminders, 100 doors to walk through, but none of them matter unless you live them. This isn't the end of the video. It's the beginning of your next chapter. Take what spoke to you. Carry it gently. Let it change how you show up for yourself, for others, for this life. Remember, the loudest impact is often made in silence. The strongest influence comes from alignment, and the most unshakable power comes from within. Thank you for being here. Until next time, stay grounded, stay becoming, stay infinite.